Hello, beautiful and brave soul. Welcome to your imagination, where we're going to play. I'm so happy your mom said you could come play at the playground with me. So I have some stuff here. I've got this, what's it called? Rose quartz. Rose quartz crystal. And it's going to help heal your heart. We're going to do some tarot cards. We're going to burn some smells. We're going to keep the energy high, the vibration where it needs to be. I've already pulled some cards, so I am just going to play with the energy and see where your inner child wants to go. We're going to connect to your deeper self, to your higher self, and really find out what is what's bothering you so much right now. What has happened to you? Where have you went? What's going on? You feel lost and hopeless, and you just kind of feel like it's all over. We got some charms here. I'm gonna pull some charms, and we're gonna block everything with this evil eye that wants to harm. We're going to call into this space love and light and high vibration. We're going to, let's get this heart chakra online. Let's open your heart. You are here to heal. You are here to be loved and to love. So I'm going to break up these cards. I'm going to bring in with this peacock feather. Yes, please and thank you. So we're going to cleanse the space. You are so beautiful, let me tell you, because you came out as a femme fatale. And this is just, I love how the universe orchestrates everything. This is all for you. The universe just has your back, okay? We've got an elephant here. So your ancestors are going to be in this message. I've got a little tea leaf thing. The creation of 1,000 forests is in one acorn. It's just reminding you that they seem big. It seems profound, but it's really small. One thorn of experience is worth a whole wilderness of warning. Barber pole. A garden is a delight to the eye and solace for the soul. So, barber pole, what does that mean? Bloodletting, actually. So, I don't know if that could be blood work. That could be something about your blood. Well, maybe your bloodline. Maybe there's a fairy bloodline in you that you're resonating with this message and here to tap into. So if you're here, please know if you made it 3 minutes in, it's because we're going to go deep into the forest, and we're going to play, and we're going to have a good time, and we're going to discover what happened to your heart. What is going on? Why do you feel offline? Why aren't you able to play anymore? Why have you been in punishment or grounded? Not grounded, but grounded by your parents. I saw Dollhouse there, which is interesting. So I have orphan child in reverse as well, which is what's going on outside of you. It's just how you're perceiving. You just feel like the world has just not been the best to you, and you just feel as though you can't quite handle the cards you were dealt, but you can. I know you can. And it's feeling a bit overwhelming. Like, what happened? What's the point? What's the purpose here of this destruction? I feel like you just feel like you're like, why am I even here anymore? What's the point? I want to celebrate. I want to have a good time. You want to have a good time. But you're feeling alone. You're feeling that you're feeling that aging and maturing and growing up, becoming an adult, whatever that means, is stifling to your inner child. We got men provide and protect, and women amplify and provide. So that being the first card there, this is a card of this beautiful Jewish man who speaks about what men and women do when they come together. The power of men and women and their power. So men provide and protect, right? Men provide the shelter and they protect the shelter. Well, women amplify everything the man provides. So, and they also provide from what the man provides. So you're getting in alignment with, and then I got alpha woman. Some folklore that seems scary might be a force that seems evil to humans, but what if that being is removing a soul from a toxic, dysfunctional, abusive life, and we just perceived it as reversed? So we have a lot going on here. Alpha woman, so you're having to step up. Maybe you didn't quite want to, and the universe is like, nope, you're gonna do this. You're gonna be a big girl or a big boy, and okay. So you were either removed from a toxic environment or you're being called to remove yourself from something that's harming you right now. And there's something about beauty here. Shining, like how you shine. Maybe you feel like your light is dim. We got walk away, veggies. Always trust everyone to be themselves. Trust in the fact you see them well. Trust a snake to bite you. It takes too much energy not to trust someone. Did I say that right? It takes too much energy to not trust someone. DMX. Okay, so it looks like you might be needing to get out of a situation. We have indigenous here. So the ancestors, like I said, they're present. They're wanting you to recognize something about yourself, how you present yourself, what you are in the lives of the people you interact with. So, okay, you were rejected, maybe. Maybe I'm also, okay, this could be some of you or something, but I'm seeing how maybe there's a storyline where you're learning how to open your heart when you're not just something to be objectified. Like, you're discovering your value. You're discovering that you have tremendous value to offer. And it's not just in your appearance. It's not just in how you look. It's not just, you may have trusted people that were very superficial and shallow. And that put you in environments that were not so, rejection. There's somebody, so I had a dream, and this character in my dream's showing up. And in the dream, it was like an old high school friend. It was really weird. And they just had reservations about me. They just were distant and almost just rejecting me when they used to be my friend. And it's like, well, what's this about? So there's like presumptions about you. You walked away. Okay, I see. You walked away. You walked away from something and people are judging you. You don't entertain certain things anymore. Walk away, veggies. So you're on This is really about high vibration, because it's like you walked towards something more enlightening, more empowering to you. Okay, Queen of Swords. Yeah, we're starting off with gossip, so that's real. We're not going to focus on the enemy here. We're going to focus on your heart, because we're healing. We're focused on your heart chakra and how you can get out of this loop of anybody trying to sabotage or judge you or send you evil eye, all because of what I wanted to say, how you look, your appearance, or how you're coming off, how you're being perceived. Wow, with the Queen of Wands next. See what I'm saying? That's huge. We have 2 queens right here. It's a lot of women energy, a lot of, I'm going to say bitch fit, cattiness, toxic feminine energy for sure. But you're seeing it for what it is. So there's something very beautiful about you, and magnetic and appealing. But there's this, like I said, there's this energy where there's a hole in your aura that's leaking, because you somehow care what these people think, or you care what they think, or wow, now we have the Empress. Tell me I'm on to something, okay? Because I am. I don't need you to tell me. I got it. We in this together, though. Let me not be weird. Okay. So the Empress. This means you have... Okay. You just have that I have it all it factor thing going on, where pretty much if you touch something, it turns into something beautiful. And you're very nurturing, you're very creative, you're very innovative. I'm seeing like a mom in a group where the group's all wanting to do something, and there's this mom that's like, oh, well, I can make this and this and this for the group. And then you're just kind of like casted out, because you're shining. The way that you shine, it's healing, it's love, it's compassion, which is so crazy because you feel so rejected by your peers. And it's like, I'm just trying to show up for the kids. I'm just trying to show up for the group. I'm just trying to be in a part of the celebration here. And this is really hit your sacral, your creative juices, your chakras, where it's like, well, where do I fit in then? Where do I fit in then? It's making you question yourself. Like, do I create beauty? But what's good is you're refusing to compromise. You've had your last bit of this. This is wreaked havoc on your immune system, on your ability to trust yourself, or to feel like you can walk outside and be accepted. So I'm just seeing someone walking on a trail, walking in the grocery store. You just kind of feel this energy of, what do you have to say? What is it? It's just like you're coming off very agitated, but it's like, I'm sorry, you're coming out very agitated, but it's justified, but people can't quite see why you're agitated. High Priestess, there's something deeper. There's a lot of feminine energy here. I'm just like channeling in my nose. Sorry. Alpha Woman. So I see why Alpha Woman is here now. Now more defensive energy. Stand your ground. Stand up in your power. You have the Empress, and defend yourself. Defend with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands thinks she's the Empress. The Empress is the Empress. and the Queen of Swords in reverse is talking mad-ish because she's not the Empress or the Queen of Wands. She's just a bitter widow, basically. And she doesn't have to be divorced, but she could be old and bitter. She could be frustrated and just taking it out on everybody else. But it doesn't even have to be that. She could just think that she knows it all, and she just puts others down because the way she did it or the way she's doing it. She, he, regardless, it's feminine energy coming out. It's a lot of feminine energy on the table. It's like, because she's intelligent, she does have the smarts. She has the air element, and she's quick with her words. She's got a lot to say, so she could be telling the whole group, or she could be the leader of a group talking smash. Do people say that? I don't know where that came from. But you are here like, okay, I've got to focus on my path. I got to trust people to be who they are, and trust that I am who I am. This alpha woman energy, which is, I just don't run in packs of I was gonna say like werewolves, or I'm seeing also hyenas. It's like you're a lioness and they're hyenas. Wow. I want to say this is hostility. It's like intentional. Okay, so how does this, let's pull the last card. Wow, with the Tower. The Ace of Swords with the Tower. There was intentional pushing you off of your throne. So this is, you know how women can be so mean? I mean, seriously, women can be mean because we literally, it's in our DNA. It's in our DNA to protect ourselves. We have to be able to be mean because we're usually so giving and so nurturing and so caring and so soft that if we don't have a little bit of mean in us, like how are we going to survive? But here, I feel like you were pushed out. So there's some gossip. I'm telling you, there's some things that have been said that pushed you out of your castle. And this could be long term. This doesn't have to be like one event that happened. I just kind of feel like this has happened over time, because what has happened to you was coming to me like a alarm bell. I was like, what has happened to her? What happened to her? What happened? Card, the Emperor in reverse, the first male to make his way to the table. Abuse of power, rigidity, stubbornness, lack of discipline, abusive, okay, paternity issues. So you could be a single parent. You could be struggling with a kid's father. You could be dealing with your own father issues, or the men that you've chosen, maybe the way that your heart was developing as a child. So we're clearing something about the way that you view your interactions with men, with the femme fatale ending with the Emperor in reverse. It seems like you're coming to a realization of some choices that you've made that may have not have been the best. You may have not known how to choose the right men, and because you were beautiful, or because of your appearance, or something about that, you just were, you were that thing. You were it. And people were like, yeah, I want that. We can't let her be independent. She'll be too powerful. We need to keep her trapped. Keep her trapped. We can't give her the wand. Don't give her the power to make her. She will make us look really bad. We can't let her jump off that. Every time she's going to do something stupid, let's encourage her. Let's encourage her to do something stupid. Let's encourage her to do something stupid. Because she's dumb and naive. She's dumb and naive. Don't invite her. Don't invite her over here. Don't invite her. Very interesting little channel there. Don't invite her. Okay. So now that we have a background, I want to see, because you're going somewhere, friend. Because I'm just getting this energy that there's something deeper. This has been a very shallow experience so far. So now there's a deeper message that wants to come out. So we're gonna keep going. Deeper into this message, deeper into this. Okay? And chimes, listen. You know what hates chimes? Low vibrations, demons, dark energies. So we're gonna stay enlightened and high vibration here. We're not gonna get sucked into the drama. Although it's real, although it's prevalent and heavy on the heart, we're gonna see what your heart really wants you to show you here. So let's actually do it. I wanna pull some of these very, very out there cards from Lemuria, okay? So fairy folk, mermaids, whatever you resonate with, okay? Witches, ladies of the divine, the high priestesses, the divine souls, the spirits of earth. Listen, there is more going on than these superficial relationships, and this Lemurian deck is ancient. It's from your way back ancestors, and they can come in and assist in ways that you may not have perceived so far. Just like that, some folklore that seems scary, it might be a force that seems evil. At first it seems evil. You're like, that's a little scary and dark. They told me to be scared of the dark. They said dark was scary and I shouldn't go towards it. But ladies, women, or feminine energy, that's where your power lies, because the womb is inside and the woman or the feminine energy is internal. We receive, and we are the moon. We are the darkness. And we've just been, which is crazy. It's just crazy that we think automatically dark is evil. Like that's just almost like guaranteed in our psyche. So we're gonna keep going. I just saw Medusa. We have furred and feathered friends, number 27. So you could be 27. This could have, something profound could have happened at 27. So I want you to think back to that time, or if you haven't quite made it there, obviously, there could be something coming for you around that time. But there's something standing out to me with 27. I want to pull 3 of these. I want to pull 3. Men provide and protect. Women amplify and provide. Yeah, we gotta trust people to be who they are. A generation of kids choosing love over a desk. Yeah, you're not gonna be stuck in some 9-to-5 perpetual. No. The answer is no. How are we going to do it? Well, ladies, we need to come together and use our very, very intelligent maiden and crone energy. So how do we do this? We form communities. And with the internet, we're doing that. But we've got to get it practical. We've got to get on the ground. Star seed elemental. Told you. Your communication and co-creation. Look at that energy. You see what I'm saying? If we put our wombs together, we should listen. Women have been birthing children for millennia with or without men. Of course, you can get a woman pregnant, but it's very often the men disappear. Very often. And it doesn't mean, I'm not blaming or shaming anyone. I'm just saying it's just been a thing. And women are left to carry the burden or the weight of that. And we need to be together. We need to have on the ground support where you do not enter unless you are of this community. That's how we heal. That's how we get back online. Because there's plenty of women out there that would have children with or without a man. Because being a mother doesn't mean I have to be a wife. Being a mother doesn't mean I have to be somebody's something. Being a mother is a gift, and it should never be a burden. And society patriarchy has designed it to be something of that. And that's not fair. Because now we have, I've already said this, we have men bashing women online for wanting to be mothers. And it's like, dude, where's your mom? What's wrong with you? Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a mother or to be a womb carrier. Maybe you don't want to be a mother, but I'm probably going to typically speak to that message because I absolutely loved being a mother. That was love. I say loved, but you know what I mean? Like, I thought that was my purpose. I was like, oh, I'm going to be a mom really young. I was like, yeah, of course. Let's go. What do you mean? I'm ready real young. So, these cards are a little bit, like I said, they're ancient, so it's kind of hard to get the messages out. And it says, our ancient future. Okay, I'm getting an Atlantis message with this one. Did you see that? This one's reminding me of Atlantis. We're coming back online with... That's where the heart chakra has to be online. Because shine your lights, a mermaid. If your heart isn't in resonance with the way that we're heading, because I know the world looks all doom and gloom out there, but it's not. That's just one timeline. There's always going to be duality. So some of us aren't going that direction, and we're going to sit here and make sure we get invited into the space where we will be accepted as the divine humans that we are. So in that, we have to make sure our heart is in alignment with what that life is about. Histrionic personality disorder. Very interesting. Very interesting. I love this message. So this affects the way a person thinks. So when I read off any sort of personality disorder, please know this is a temporary fragment in time that some probably white man in patriarchy discovered, labeled, and patent or whatever they do. So it doesn't always have to be literal, but it is a energetic signature that if we can identify it, we can address it. I'm getting a little winded, so I'm gonna take a breath, please, with me, because I'm in your energy. We're in this together. I almost feel like it's a very exciting message. So, okay, it affects the way a person thinks, perceives, and relates to others. They have a preoccupation with physical appearance, genes. So this could be genetic. It could be childhood, ABUSC, or instability in general. So something, I'm telling you, somewhere in your timeline, you were fragmented, you were split. And that's what happened to you. Well, it's like you were little, you were pure, you were of God, you were of light, you were divine. And then something beat it out of you and made you believe that you had to surrender to that outside force. And something in you still believes in that. Something still is causing you to tick in a way that supports the narrative because you want to be accepted. This could be attention seeking, talking dramatically. You could just have you could have long nails and just drama, tattoos, and a lot of makeup. It could be one of these things or none, but usually You could have the tightest pants on when you go out. It's just flamboyance. That's why the peacock feather was leading us in this reading. I didn't know what it was about, but now I do. And it's kind of like, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with anything. With you, there's nothing wrong with you. That is a self-esteem thing that somebody tried to put in your mind that you were wrong. Easily influenced. So self-confidence. There's something that has been destroyed in your self-confidence. I'm seeing a toddler. I'm seeing a toddler wobbling and making its way. Interesting. Okay. Rapidly changing emotions. Thinks relationships are closer than they are. So women, we naturally are delusional. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It doesn't have to be, we're manipulative and we're delusional. But that doesn't mean that something's wrong with that. That's just own it. Yes, I know how to manipulate things. What's wrong with that? You give me a deer, I turn it into a meal. That is my gift to you. Somebody tried to make it seem like that's a bad thing, but can it be used for bad? Absolutely. Because the femme fatale in reverse would be an appropriate use of sensuality and attachment to money and power. So there is but that's not the energy we're in. We have seductive, which is showing up twice here. So you could be leaning towards the idea of using seduction or have in your life. So I'm getting like stripper vibe, OnlyFan, whatever, just using men for money, whatever, that energy. And it's now to a point where it's leaving you feeling empty and abandoned because you're like, well, this is what they wanted from me. This is what I gave them. Why did I not receive in return longevity or long-term stability? Okay, interesting. Gaslight. Gaslight. This is the deep, so my heart, let me put this here. My heart actually feels something right now. It feels physical. I want to say relief, but it's uncomfortable because as we're healing the heart here, it's like it's been squeezed, and as it's releasing, you know how when you do a whole bunch of core and then the next day your abs feel really sore and you like just moving or breathing, the expansion feels painful. We're expanding the heart here. 3. Expanding the heart here feels uncomfortable. It's like very painful to expand it in this way. So there's a bit of discomfort in this wisdom here. So thank you, ancestors. Know why you started and don't get carried away. So don't gaslight yourself. Don't gaslight yourself. What is it that you actually want? What is it that you're actually seeking? We also had the mediator in reverse. Negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Okay, so we need to make sure we're very honest in our exchanges. So if you are exchanging with a man, I'm getting just that energy for real. If you're exchanging with male energy, I know that you're smart and you're wise and you're magnetic and you're beautiful and you're creative and you got it all, okay? You really have it going on. You walk in the room and everybody's looking at you. That vibe is here. The underlying message is, how long can you keep that up? How long will that Is that tiring? Is that exhausting? Is that real? Is that a vibrational match to your heart, to your inner child? Is there something missing? Is there something that you're spending time and energy on that? Like, and I'm saying like a ballerina as an example. Let's say your passion is to be a ballerina. Could you be spending time doing that and maybe captivating people in ways of dancing that inspire rather than superficial means? You know what I mean? Because you sing a ballerina dance, it's not about how much makeup she has on. It's not about how tight her pants are, but their pants are usually pretty tight. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Make sure you're doing exchanges with unconditional love. So having unbridled support, I don't even know. Unbridled, I think that's the word. Unbridled support. I don't know what that means. Maybe you do. If you know, type it below and I'll learn. Sing, see, perform. What is your play? What is it? What did you come here to do? I'd rather starve than be a traitor. To yourself, though. Don't compromise yourself for sexual gratification. So if there is a lustful, so look, I feel like I'm the only one on this, but it is what it is. Maybe I'm not. I feel like I go to watch a show, because I never used to watch TV, but I'm just trying to do it to just disconnect sometimes. And I'll just turn something on. And why is everything turned into soft porn? I'm just saying. It's a little stupid. It's a little excessive. And it's inappropriate. It's too much. I don't need to watch everybody having sex on TV. It's too much. I don't like it. I don't like it. But on YouTube, from what I hear, I don't know, I've never read anything, but I can't show you a tarot card with boobs on it. Like, what? What is going on? I just don't like it. So there's something here to, don't be a traitor to yourself. Don't just give in to men's desire to penetrate you, lusting after you, coming for the goods, you know? Right. There's a need for self-defense here, defending your position. Defending your position, because we have a lot to build here together in the realm of intuition and spirituality, culture. We're creating a culture where spiritual people are tapping in spiritually and understanding the subconscious, the intuition, the internal realms. My dream was so weird last night. I'm just remembering it. I'm just like, what was going on in that dream? So we need dream interpreters. We need astrologers. We need medicine women. We need jewelry makers, clothing makers, bakers. You can channel your spiritual gifts into any creative avenue that produces something, because women provide, amplify, and provide. Give her some wheat, she can make some bread. Give her whatever. However you see yourself contributing to the world, that's what we're trying to tap into here. Trying to get you to see and discover in yourself, to get your heart chakra online, because it's going to keep feeling broken, giving it to these men who want to penetrate. That's kind of what I'm getting. I don't know. But there's that vibe here where it's like, don't just give your energy away. Penetrate not just sexually, but also energetically. Because it's crazy that it's how we feed our time, because women, ladies, the magnetism here with the Queen of Wands and the Empress, I don't know if you know how much your energy just leaks out. We touch things and they turn beautiful. It's just so, I'm just getting goddess vibes. I'm getting touch. It's just so much. It's just so intense. It's very intense energy here. A lot of protection. You need a lot of protection. What do you need protection from? Not what do you need it from, but like when I say you need protection, it's like you need tribe. You need community. We need organized woman communities. There needs to be safe havens for women. And we need elder women, because look, in the 3D world, they're trying to hate and bash on the elder women in society, like they're trash, like they're useless. And the arrogance and the disrespect coming from the youth towards the elders is demeaning and heartbreaking, because in a tribal setting, those elder women would be there teaching and nurturing. And that's where a lot of the frustration is coming from, is because a lot of women have been silenced. A lot of feminine energy over the generations, it's just been silenced. Milk and honey, there's that elephant again. Milk and honey, 51. So I have 27, 45, and 39. So that's a perfect number thing, because it's kind of an age group that makes a lot of sense to when women start feeling rejected from age 27 to 51. It's like, I just have no purpose anymore. No, you have purpose. We need grandmas, we need aunties, we need cousins, we need siblings, we need all the wombs of this planet to come together and show them how it's done. You know what I mean? Show them that this world can be absolutely beautiful. We don't have to be destructive and hateful, but we are powerful. Orphaned again, and number 5. So down to the single numbers, like a child again. Feeling orphaned and left out. So for the low numbers, I have 5, 3, and 4. So from 3 to 5, there could be a significant heart chakra healing. We need time for a nap at the bottom. I'm not gonna rush. This energy is very, it's very urgent, because we have this singularity coming in. It's time. Okay, the message is clear. It's singularity, and we need hive mind. We need one band, one sound, because it's time. It's time for this to begin. There is no pretending or waiting to be saved. It's about authentic, real, and pure heart centering. Okay, so that's what I have. I need to catch my breath. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like a personal reading, everything's linked down below. Check out my website, email me. Also, I have a book on Amazon. It's about my spiritual healing journey, Scorpio Diaries. I lost my mind to find it if you're interested. And please leave a comment. Let me know how this resonated. I really enjoyed this reading a whole lot, but It is heavy. There's a lot to say and a lot to continue to talk about. So I will be here again to review more information, but I hope that helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.